for like 5 minutes. Oh no. I can't mess with it. I know. Oh, yeah, this is not good. I don't care. I can't mess with it right now. I don't have time to mess with it. No. What is that about? What's going on here? Oh no. Oh, that's not right. What the heck? Oh my gosh, I need to file my nails. I really do. I need some spray or something. Hey girl. Okay. Please tell me why I was sitting here. Hey guys. Please tell me why I was sitting here talking to myself for like 5 minutes. Because I wasn't on public. I do not know how to use the Creator Studio on my phone. And then when I Googled like a video, it said, oh, you had to do all this stuff. And then it said you had to wait 24 hours to get accepted. I was like, what? What? No, why? So I'm using the Prism app. Hey guys. Okay, let me say hello. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Janet. Oh, okay, are my things going to get stuck? Hello. Hey, Trish. Okay. I always say your name wrong, sweetie. Nanda. Miss Nanda. Amanda, how are you, sweetie? Yeah, I'm all decked out in pink. It wasn't planned like that. Trust me, it really wasn't, but I know, right? Okay, I know last time we spelt it out, and that's how we got it. But with my ADD brain, I forget. Listen, it's crazy. Like, I was like, why is no... And I was just talking away, and I look up, and it was like 4 minutes in, and I said, something's wrong. So, yeah, and I'm late always. I apologize. Hey, Flawed and Fabulous. How are you, sweetie? How's everybody doing? I hope well. Listen, guys, I need to apologize. I am so late. When I put up that post, I'm all right today. A little rushed, but, you know, when am I not? Like, seriously. But when I put that post up saying, hey, guys, I'm fast charging my phone, I literally just walked in the door. Like, not kidding. Hey, Ginger. Hello from Texas. Hey, Jasmine. How are you? Everybody's good? Good, you meant? Okay. Proud of me? Thanks, Michelle. You're not, listen, I'm telling you, I have some people that I just want to, like, help, and they're not going to know about it. It's just going to pop up, and you know what I mean? Hey, Yvette, you made it. Thank you, honey. I was, like, rushing. I was literally, who was I talking to on the phone in the car? I think I was chatting back and forth on messaging, and I was like, oh my God, it's like 8 o'clock, and I'm trying to rush home. I swear, every single time I decide to go live, hey, Makeup Mom and Son, how are you, sweetie? Every time I decide to go live, it's like hubby's job knows, because he gets called in on it. This, like, I scheduled this on his days off so that there wouldn't be any, like, driving around or doing any of that. Nope, they called him in. Last second, too. It wasn't even, like, planned. And I was so mad. I was like, you got to be kidding me, man. I almost was like, you know what? I'm going to have to do it tomorrow. But then I was like, no, because I put the poll up. And I didn't even look at the poll before I went on. The last I saw it was like 5 o'clock, I think. And it was winning for this time. So, okay. No, I did not find a car. I am still, like, don't ask me how that car is still going, because, oh my God, there's still oil in the spark plug, like, pan. So on Monday, hubby said, listen, because I can't, I have been looking. I'm not kidding, guys, looking. And I can't find one. I have like alerts on my phone for like cars that get listed and stuff, and it's constantly going off, and then I'll pop over and look at it, and it's like, you know, what was the last one? $18,000. Listen, I can't afford $18,000. It ain't happening. So I have to find something, you know, $5,000, $6,000, and Everything that I'm looking at, because the cars are so expensive right now. And I want to get like an Outback, like a, what are they? A Subaru, because they're like really good cars. Hey, Miss Sylvia. And, did I miss anyone? I hope I didn't. Oh yes, please remember to hit the like button. Thank you, Vet. Thank you, thank you, sweetie. Yeah, see, and okay, so I figure, well, maybe let me get a Honda. What is it? No, a Subaru, right? The Outbacks, because they're really good and they go for a long time. Like, you can put a lot of miles on them as long as you take care of them, which we do. You know what I mean? It's just been crazy. I don't know. Well, Michelle, hon, listen, you know, I run your videos on in the background, like I do that for a lot of people. If you don't see me comment, please just know that I'm there. Like, I take a few, I have my list. Remember I said I always have my list. Hey, Leanna, how are you, sweetie? I have my list, and I go down the list, and, you know, I haven't, subscribed, I hate that word, and to anybody recently, like not super recently anyway. Hey, Linda, you made it. Where are you, home? No? Oh, maybe. I don't know where she is. So, yeah, see, and that's the thing. If I'm at hubby's house, I put everybody on his television. He has a 50-something inch television. So I'll go ahead and run it on there. And then by the time I grab my phone to like comment, and I'm like, can I even do that? But so I try to watch on like another device. But a lot of times I'm like, either like put my makeup on or like dishes or, you know, whatever. And whenever I possibly can, unless my phone is charging, that is, I will go ahead and run at least 1 or 2 videos or as many as I can. Sometimes at night I'll let them go too. Hey, Holly, how are you, sweetie? Hi, Michael. How are you? Thank you so much for coming. Right? I know. Newbie. Just kidding. It's all good. It's all good. Okay, let me ask you a question. Do you ever have one of those days that, like, everything goes wrong? Like, everything? Anything that can go wrong does? Okay, just hear me out. The lashes, I have magnetic lashes on. These are my go-to when I'm in a rush. Like, I got to get out the door. I just swipe on the liner and plop them on. Not this day, not this night. I came in, I didn't have any lashes on. While my phone was charging, I'm like, I'm going to put lashes on. Because I have mascara. So I turn it on, I put it on. They won't stay on. They're like all kinds of, and listen, I have magnetic liner everywhere. Even on my lashes. Because I was rushing. So there's plenty of liner on there. And plenty of that magnet stuff, but they just won't. And not only that, I've cleaned them a million times. So it's been one of them days. So, and then I really wasn't going to be pink today. I wasn't trying, well, let's just put it this way. I wasn't trying to be pink, but I forgot. Where is it? Oh no. Where'd it go? I put it here so I could talk to y'all about it. Oh no, I'm not getting up. Wait a minute. Hold please. Hold please. There's a box around here with shadows that I got from England. And I want to show you guys. Whoa, they're so nice. You know, listen, I don't have problems with the glue. It just takes longer. You know what I mean? And sometimes, like, if I'm going to be, like, after this, I'm probably going to try and film. Of course, I'll fix the lashes. But I'm just saying, like, it was crazy. And with the glue, I'm okay. Like, I take my time because you have to, like, let it dry and all that. So it's not just so rushed, you know? But I used to put the lash glue on my lashes, like on my lids, like I do with the magnetic. And that worked fine, but I was noticing that my lashes were getting a little funky, so I decided not to do that. What did I miss? You've tried lashes and they're not just free. Really? I mean, listen, I used to say the same thing. There's no way I can do that. Me, the spaz, no way. Poke my eye out or something, but it really is just all about practicing. I sat down with the cheap, like I think I went to the Dollar Tree and I got a whole bunch of those Kiss lashes. And I just sat, like I think I had like 6 pairs or something. And I sat for like hours. And I remember the first time I got them to go on relatively easy. And I was like, oh my God, did I do it? And then I looked in the mirror and sure enough, so I kept going and I kept going that day. And ever since then, I really haven't had any problem. But it depends on the lash too. Like that's why I got a whole bunch of Hot Kitty Beauty lashes in my last video, because those are super easy. I prefer no bands, but with hers, Hot Kitty Beauties, I definitely can use the bands because I don't have any real estate up here. You know, I got hooded eyes. So if I use a big band, then all you see is this big black thing, kind of like you do now. It's not supposed to be like that. Where's Stacy? Did I miss Stacy? Where's Stacy? I don't see Stacy. Where's Stacy? Who's okay? Okay, wait. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, my hand's in the way. If I shake you guys, Hey Jamie, how are you, sweetie? I messaged you the other day. Well, not messaged you. Replied to your comment. That I'm trying to catch up on my comment, guys. I'm kind of keeping up with the new videos. You would think with the whole time with me being gone, but where's Stacy at? Oh, you're Stacy. Okay, I'm sorry, because I thought there's another Stacy that sometimes comes on. So you're Stacy. Well, nice to meet you, darling. I just call you Florida. F and F. That's it. You know, or hey, hun. That's how I do it. Because everybody's my friend here, so. So, Jamie, how are you feeling, hon? I know you said you weren't feeling good. Any better? Michelle, I'm so glad you're on here because I think you're going to be able to help me explain what's going on, okay? And I'm going to try and make it like quick, simple, to the point, as best I can anyway. You know, like I myself don't have all the information. I mean, I know what's wrong with me, but I don't have all of the information as to where we are now. I still have more tests to take. And it's like every time I go to one test, they schedule me for 2 more. It's ridiculous. Listen, guys, I didn't eat, so, all right, Linda, don't yell. I had no time. Hey, Susan, how are you, sweetie? How are you doing? I hope everybody's doing okay. Well, yeah, it's about my heart. So, okay, let me just start off with that, and then we can end on a high note, okay? Because, I mean, it's not like, no, I'm not dying just yet, okay? Can't get rid of me that easy. So, I want to say, before I went on vacation, and by the way, I do have that video. All right, let me just tell you what happened on vacation. Some of you know I did mention it, but I never like fully came out and said it. All right, my hair is just like, oh myself. This camera is so backwards, it always freaks me out. While we were on vacation, the last day we were there, hubby and I went to take some pictures, and I was backing up into the ocean. And I know better. I know better. It was super early in the morning, and I absolutely know not to back up. And you never, ever, ever, I'm sorry, my hair is just bothering me. I might put it up, but you never back into the ocean, and when it's early in the morning, like 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, you should be really careful because the undertow or whatever that is, the tide is like, you know, different than it is in the afternoon. Well, okay. And never wear sweatpants that are cut off to your knees in the ocean. Well, I was walking backwards. I had my cut-off sweats and my t-shirt, my bra, you know. I was dressed because we were leaving, and like we were checking out that day at 12 o'clock. So we just wanted to go down to the beach, get some more pictures. Well, I backed up, and I was like, are you sure you got it? You know, and I'm like talking to him, and I'm not paying attention. And I guess I was moving back more than I thought. And my back was to the waves. Well, one came and it knocked me on my butt. Well, that was all funny. Ha ha. We were laughing. I mean, he's got that on. Something is not right here. Like, my hair is just weird. Anyway, it's kind of freaking me out a little bit. I don't know. I can't. Wrong side. See, everything's backwards for me. Anyway, so it was funny. Ha ha. We laughed. And he's got me on film getting up, and I'm laughing. And I forgot. Now, see, I know the rules of the ocean. I know, you know, the waves are pretty much timed. You have so much time to get your butt up out of that cycle. Well, I forgot. And I got up, and I was laughing so hard that it took me a minute to get up, and here come another one, knocked me on my butt again. But this time I was further out, and I wasn't prepared. at all. And it pulled me out, and I was going around and around in the undertow. And I was like, there's a part when you walk out onto the beach and you go into the ocean, usually, depending on what time of the day it is, there will be like, you'll be walking and it'll only be up to your ankles, and then it'll just drop off, maybe to your knees, and it'll drop off. What curls? Mine? No, who got curls? Oh, listen, I fell asleep with my hair wet again. Oh my gosh. It's like, I don't think about it anymore now because it's permed, and yeah, so I fell asleep. But, and I don't mean to fall asleep. It's crazy. I feel like I'm crooked, but okay. So I got stuck in the undertow, and basically I drowned. Hubby thought I was joking, and then when he saw I was in trouble, like, he threw the camera on the ground. You can hear everything. You can't see anything, but it was facing on the blanket. You can hear everything that's going on. They got me out. The ambulance was called. I wasn't breathing, apparently. They were pumping me, you know, and here come the, what do you call it? The lifeguard came to help this little kid. I felt so bad when I finally, like, when I opened my eyes and I like took this deep breath. I was choking, coughing, throwing up. It was not a pretty scene. I looked over, and he was about 16. And the thing that kills me is there was another lifeguard directly in front of us. He didn't even get off she didn't even get off her tower. Like, she just stayed there. And I saw this guy. It looked like a scene from Baywatch. That's really the last thing I remember seeing. And then I felt arms. I don't know. No, you have to get an MRI. Oh, wow. I'm having problems with my shoulder. Like, again, remember how it was last year? Oh gosh. So why they have to send me for any kind of test? Why they can't just give me the shot? Because we know what it is. It happens every year or after so many months. I'm surprised it lasted this long. It was like 9 months it lasted almost. So usually it's not that long, but it did, and it's starting to really aggravate me. I'm really trying to baby it now but anyway, so yeah, I kind of died on vacation. We got in the car, and then I had ingested so much salt water. But, and here's the thing, when I was going around and around, because everybody's like, well, how did you get, like, how come I couldn't get up? Well, first of all, the bottom, there was no bottom there. It was pretty deep. Had I have gone, I know the rules. I know. You just relax and let it take you out, and then you could pretty much stand up because there's like a sandbar out, you know? There's just that one space, I don't know, maybe 6 feet long, 10 feet long, that it's just very deep, and then it will come up. It's where the sand gets deposited. Anyway, it was a mess, and about an hour later, sorry for shaking you, about an hour, Carly, is that you or me? No, that was Carly. About an hour later, I took a picture, you know, I was talking into the camera, letting you guys know I was okay and everything, but I immediately saw my face was swelled up. Now, I don't know if this has anything to do with it, but I don't think so, because before we went on vacation, I was experiencing some symptoms. So here's what's going on with me. I have cardiomyopathy. I was not born with it, but I have developed it over the years. In the year 2000, I was diagnosed with endocarditis. But I didn't know I knew I was sick. I'm going to get to the comments, guys. If I stop to read them, I'll lose my place and we'll be here forever. It's just my ADD. So, okay. So what happened was, I was experiencing some things. I was getting dizzy. I was super lethargic. I would sleep a full night's sleep and then get up, and 2 hours later I couldn't move. Like I was literally like fatigued. Like my mind wasn't tired, but I just couldn't move my body. I was just like crazy, and my blood pressure was all kinds of screwed up. So, and then the dizzy spells where the room would just like shift and everything would get black. So it was like my heart was bottoming out. So I didn't say anything because it wasn't that bad before we went on vacation. But when we got back, I don't know. I'm maybe because I ingested so much salt, like a lot, guys. I had sand in my bra and my underwear. We went into the bathrooms, and it was all that weight on me while I was in the water that was like pulling me down, and that's why I couldn't break the surface, you know. But anyway, I swelled up so badly I felt good because remember I came back and I was like, I did that one video that I was back and stuff, and I felt okay, but that was after a day of being home in the bed. I was all swelled up. I ate a whole watermelon because that's a natural diuretic. And I wasn't even going to tell my doctor about it because I was like, first of all, too embarrassed. Second of all, I didn't want to hear, like, you know, oh my God. So I figured, well, everything will be okay. Well, no, things weren't okay. I started to really, like, it was so bad, like I couldn't drive, and I would just be standing there and the whole room would like tilt and I would just kind of like kerplunk. So finally I went to the doctors, and so what I have is, I have valve disease. And back in 2000, I was diagnosed with endocarditis. I was in the hospital. I thought I had the flu. I did not know what was wrong with me. I was terribly sick, and my fever was so bad. It was the summer of 2000. My fever was so bad that it spiked even higher, and I went into convulsions. Is that my phone? It sure is, isn't it? Oh my gosh, I don't know how to turn it off now. I didn't put my DMD on. Can I do that now? I don't think I can. Hold on one second, guys. Oh God. No, let me, hold on. Hold on. Let's see if I can put that on. Who doesn't put their do not disturb on while they're going live? Me, this girl. That's why. Okay. There we go. I'm sorry. I don't know if you can still see me. Okay. I got it. I'm sorry for shaking. So anyway, it was just happening more and more, and I said I finally got to go. So I was on medication. In 2000, I got sick, and I was in the hospital for 9 months with my heart. So one valve got some vegetation on it, which is like the infection, and then the medicine, what it does is it kills it and it becomes calcified. So it's kind of like, if you were to look at a picture, it looks like a tail. Like, you know, you have the vein, and then you have I call it the vein, the valve, the artery or whatever that's attached to the valve, and then you have a lid. So you have a lid going in and you have a lid coming out, depending on which way and which valve you're talking about. Well, I had one that was bad, and you can absolutely live like that. You know, there's no problem without relatively no issues. Well, I got it again. I was diagnosed with, and ultimately from 2000 to 2003, I was diagnosed with endocarditis 7 times, which they kind of call me like a walking abomination, because people usually, you know, that many times die from it. I almost did die from it. But God wasn't done with me. I'm still here. And I knew I was going to have issues. Each valve now has been compromised. So I have valve disease on all 4 of my valves. So I was on medication. It was working. And then it stopped working back in, I want to say right before the channel. Right before I started. So 2 years ago. And then they put me on another medication, and that was supposed to last a while. So, longer than this. And it's not. So, we don't know now. We're trying to figure out what we can do. We don't know if I'm going to have to get the open heart surgery, which my doctor seems to think yes. I had already went down this road like a year ago, just in case. Because the doctor was like, yeah, they're getting worse, and I'm going to try this new medication, and it really was working. It's not like you can fix them. It just makes your heart work better, you know. Michelle, you understand what I'm saying? Please help me here. Anyway, so all 4 of the valves, and you can definitely like live with one valve, it depending. Like, I forget which one it is, the mitral, the tricuspid, one of them, because you have 4 valves. So all 4 of them are no longer any good. So, yeah, that's what the problem is. And I've been going for test after test after test after test. It is an option, Ginger, and it's probably the only option. Well, that's what I said. I said, can't you raise the dose? He said, I don't think it's going to help. I said, well, try it, because, you know, I'm not ready to get my chest cracked open. There are other ways to do the replacement. They have new ways now. Like, you don't always have to go. But being that I have 4, you know, they were going to do the operation when I had 1, and I remember I was getting wheeled into the operating room. They were literally going to open my chest, and I was like, what? Like, I didn't have any time to think it through. It was just like, you need it now, bam, 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 you know, and they were wheeling me in. Well, thank God the chief of staff came running out and said, no, we're not doing it. Cancel. It's canceled. We're going to wait, because she only has 1 that was compromised. So because of my valves not working for as long as they have not been working, I have now cardiomyopathy. But that too, you can live with without any problems, depending on what kind you have. And the kind I have, because there's different kinds of cardiomyopathy. Hypertrophic, I think I'm saying that right, I don't know. There's different kinds. And the kind I have, it was due to, I wasn't born, it was not like I wasn't born with it. I became it. Hey, Rhonda, did I miss you, honey? I'm sorry. Hi, Rhonda. So yeah, that's where I've been all the month of September, pretty much every day. I was either at a hospital, in a test, talking to the doctors, getting the results. So I get a test and then they send me for 2 more, and it's like on and on and on, and it's horrible. So we're still waiting for a couple more tests. I do have a sleep study that I have to get done before they do anything. We're trying to see if we maybe don't have to go that route, because now, like I said, there's so many more options now, but I don't know if I'm a candidate for that. So we're waiting to see what's happening. So I'm hoping that I don't have to. I'm hoping that there's some way they can go, through my artery, or I don't know. I mean, like I said, there's a bunch of different ways now that they have come up with, instead of just automatically ripping your chest open, which I know it sounds terrible, but opening up your chest and putting me on bypass. And then the other issue is they want to do 2 valves and then 2 more. The surgeon I have now, I can't stand him. He's so arrogant. He's a pompous, you know what? And, but he's really good, so I hear. And my cardiologist, I love him. He's great. Christian, he's awesome. I don't even call him by like doctor. I just call him by his first name. But he is really, really cool, and he's awesome, and he knows me. He's been my cardiologist since 2000. So I said, what were you thinking, putting me with this doctor? You know how I am. Because when he said, no, I'm not, first he was like, all right, we're just going to go in, we're getting them all done, get you off the table, and then you could recover. So I was like, cool, let's do it. I was all down for it. And then he was like, well, after, he said, I want some more tests. I don't like the way these tests are reading. So he ordered, I had to get all these tests done all over again. That was back like 2 years ago. And he said, no, I don't like the way the test results are. We're going to do 2. You're going to recover. We're going to go put you back under again. You're going to get the other 2. I was like, wait a minute. So I started, he was all about statistics. So I did what any person would do, I guess. I Googled and I researched, and I went down that rabbit hole, and I brought to him the statistics of me getting 2 surgeries back to back, identical, versus getting them all done at once. And at my age, with what I have, and the other issue with my heart. And I said, listen, you have to factor in everything here, and this is what it came up with, and this is what I came up with. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the odds are worse if I do 2 surgeries rather than just 1. Well, what I seem to think, and what I've been talking with other people, is he'll do the first surgery and then step off, and then let that second surgeon come in and finish it up, and then it's not good. So my biggest thing is get it done at once and get it done. Just get it done and let me recover. I don't want to recover for however many months it takes to recover and then have to go through it right all over again. That's ridiculous. To me, that just seems redundant, But I'm not a doctor, Although I did go to nursing school for 1 year. In a 2-year RN program, I did. They smushed it 4 years into 2 years. That was crazy. But when it came to residency, doing my, when you go to the hospital and you actually put what you learned into effect, and then I couldn't do that part. I had my kid, I got pregnant, and I was my 4th child, and they said, why don't you take some time off? And then a bunch of things happened, and I wasn't able to go back. Hi, Zach. Hey, Asia. So that's what's going on with me. That's why I haven't been here. That's why I haven't uploaded. That's why I have all of September stuff still here sitting. Because every time I would get some time, or I would plan to sit down and film, I'd get another call saying, hey, we have a doctor's appointment scheduled. I still have to see the sleep center. That's a must. I have a bunch of papers. Where are they? Oh, is this it? No. I put them right around here somewhere, because there's 5 different doctors I have to see. For 5 different things. Still. And that's not mentioning my arm. My arm is killing me. And when I told him, I was like, listen, you gotta fix this. And he's like, yeah, we'll worry about that later. There's more important things. And I'm like, yeah, but you're not the one in pain. You know what I mean? I said, yes, it's uncomfortable. Yes, it's scary. I get dizzy a lot, and it's just crazy. And I have to really be careful, because stuff comes black. And it's like, it's just really weird. All of a sudden I'll be standing there and it kind of like closes in on me, and I have to like quick sit down. Sometimes I don't have time, you know. But, so that's where I've been, and I apologize. It's just nothing I can do about it, you know. And I don't have all the answers, so I can't even tell you. A Sketchlink nightmare. What happened? I know, honey. I know, Janet. I appreciate that. It's just that, and then I'm like, do I pause my boxes? No, I don't want to do that. I did get rid of some subscriptions, and I am thinking about, no, I don't have vertigo. It's not vertigo. We thought that's maybe what it was a long time ago, but it turns out that what happens is, like, if I turn too quick, or it's my heart. Like, the heart, it bottoms, and you know how you get like, well, I don't know. Have you ever experienced that, Michelle? Because, like, where your heart will bottom out, and it kind of like you don't have any blood pressure anymore. And what is also happening is, because the valves are so damaged, and there's 4 of them, you know, one side lets the blood out, the other side lets the blood in. Well, hypoglycemia. Yeah, well, no, it's not that. Well, I mean, it could be. That's what we're waiting on. We're waiting on the endocrinologist to get back to me. That's the last test that I took. But the thing is, and that's another thing, I have hypoglycemia and I don't eat, and you know what I mean? It's just, I do eat though. That's the problem. Like, I was eating pretty good. Not perfect. I'm not perfect, but I was eating a lot more than I was before. And then I have this extra weight on me, which that doesn't help. So there's just a lot of doctors and a lot of people, and they all are cohorting with each other. I swear. But, like, I don't like a lot of them. I trust the ones that I have had since 2000. They have been my cardiologist, my infectious disease doctor, because I had the endocarditis. And, like I said, I had it 7 times. The last 2 times I almost didn't make it, but they don't understand how I'm still standing, because a lot of people that get it, they don't survive it once. I mean, I remember the doctor talking to me about a patient down the hall that was same age as me at the time, and she passed away. It was her first time with it. So he was like, that's going to be you. And I'm like, what? You know, like, that guy, oh, what a butthead. What is going on with my hair? It's like really weird. I don't have my mirror in front of me. I can't tell. Everything's backwards. Okay. See, that's the thing. Well, I try, and I try to go slow, and I don't, like, run or do any of that. And I try not to turn too quick, because, I notice it happens more. But sometimes I'll just be standing there and everything. And because the valves aren't working properly, they're not closing. It's like the blood comes through the hole, and then the valve shuts it. Well, my valves, even with that little bit of weight on it, it doesn't close properly. And that's all 4 of them now. So the blood it's called regurgitation. The blood will either not get in, or it'll get in too much, or then the pericardial sac, there's a sac around everyone's heart that will get filled up with blood. There is medication that you take for it. They had almost once wanted to remove it, and one of the doctors stopped that. But that was a while ago. And then I got on the medication, and the medication was really helping. Well, not helping anymore. Not like it was. So I'm on a higher dose, and since having the higher dose, it hasn't. I don't want to say it's worked like perfectly, or I notice a big difference, but I mean, I don't know. It's probably not working, but like Christian, my cardiologist, he said, I don't think it's going to work. I said, well, can we just at least try? And he was like, yeah, of course, So that's where we're at. And I don't know what's going on. I knew I had to talk to y'all about it, but I don't have all the answers just yet. So, yeah. So that's that, guys. I'm sorry. So, how's everybody else, though? I mean, let me come back and read my comments. Hang on one second. So, okay, so I caught with Rhonda. So, yes, how is he doing, Trish? How is he doing? That's why I said I wanted to talk to him. Because, I mean, although the surgery is different, I'm pretty sure. But I do have to be put on bypass, and, they said a minimum of 2 hours for each valve, or maximum 2 hours each valve. And, you know, there's different options now. You can have like a mechanical valve. I'm pretty sure there's a mechanical valve, a cadaver valve they were talking about, and then a pig valve or cow valve, something like that. An animal. So as soon as I heard animal, I was like, nope. But, you know, I have to weigh my options. That's not for a long, I can't say a long time, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I guess whatever they think, you know. Yeah. Well, it's leaky valves, but it's a little more than that because, I mean, that's part of it, yeah. Yeah, Michelle. The vegetation has gotten, like, through the years, what happens is when you have an infection, it attaches, it's like a growth, you know? It's like, I guess pus, I don't know. But it's like the infection, it attaches itself to the lid of your valves. And, because I had bacterial endocarditis, okay? Which is, it's like, there's different kinds of endocarditis. I had 7 times bacterial endocarditis. See, that's the thing. They said stress gets me really, that's like the worst thing. And I'm like, oh man, really? Are you kidding me? Well, I appreciate that, hon. I do, Stacy. I appreciate it a lot. Like I said, I'll take all the prayers I can get now. You know, like, I don't pray for myself. I never pray for myself. So, how is he? He's doing good? That's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah. I don't know if I think I may have done that. I'm not sure. I know I'm following you on Instagram. Don't get, okay. Yeah, see, I definitely said not mechanical. Like, I'm not going to get them. That just seems like, I don't know, like a foreign thing in my body. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's very weird. Of course, those were like the first ones, I think. Aren't they like the oldest ones around or something? If I remember how they were explaining to me, those were like the first ones they came up with. But, I mean, then it's just, like, I'm not much, that's going to be like the last decision I make, I guess. I hope anyway. Like, just whatever you think is best, except for the mechanical ones, because they kind of like even brushed over that. They didn't really spend a lot of time on that. They were trying to explain to me the differences, but it's just crazy. And then the thing that gets me so mad is like, I ask them questions and they're like, well, we're going to wait for the test. We got another test. And I'm like, listen, you got the results back. What do you mean you're waiting on another test? That's BS, you know? And they're kind of like trying to get everyone together, like, you know what I mean? Like, we had a conference call the one time with my, I was with my cardiologist and he had called the surgeon. And because the surgeon, supposedly Dr. Pulitzer, or whatever his name is, he is Pulitzer, that's it. I don't like him. I don't like him. He is such a pompous, yeah, he's just... Most surgeons, you know, they don't do much bedside manners because they see the patient a couple minutes before surgery. They might talk to them a few times, but they don't spend a lot of time with them awake. You know, they deal with them when they're asleep or out, I should say. But let me see. What am I missing here? So that's where I'm in, and that's why I want to let you go or let you know. So it's still not over. Like I said, it's just beginning actually. Okay, I'm looking, hon. I can see your comments, yes, but they're going so fast. Hang on. If I'm not following him, okay. All right, Jamie, thank you. I appreciate that. I saw. Yeah, Stacey, like I said, I'll take all the prayers. Love you too, girl. I mean, it's not like, and here's the thing, like, people go on a long time with valve replacements, and I'm kind of looking at it like this, like, I don't want to feel, because you just feel terrible. Like, I feel terrible all the time, and, you know, I laugh and I smile through a lot of things, but there are times when, you know, I sleep 8 hours or whatever. Well, I don't really ever sleep 8 hours because I have like this weird cycle, which is why they want me to do the sleep test, because I kind of like get up every 2 hours, almost to the minute. I'll look over at the clock or I'll open my eyes and I go back to sleep. I did get a sleep test a long time ago, and well, not that long ago, but anyway, the last test I got, they said that I go into, because they were testing me for sleep apnea.